I'm so excited to be with you all today, but I heard it's signing day, so y'all should make some noise for the next step of these young men's lives. But today wouldn't be possible without the people that sit in out there. So if you are a parent, a guardian, a grandparent, a cousin, a friend, I want you to stand for the second to last time today. Please stand so that we can give you all a round of applause for the amazing work that you've done for these young men. Now, young men, I want you all to stand up. Today is your time to shine. So let's give a round of applause. Let's make them feel Today you can have a seat. Today would also not be possible were it not for your hard work. So we are extremely grateful for you all. So I got a few rules before we start. The first one is let's keep it real. So when I say can I keep it real, y'all say keep it real, Mike. Can I keep it real?
Keep it real, Mike.
Can I keep it real?
Keep it real, Mike.
Today is a conversation, so the more y'all talk back to me, the more I talk back to you, and finally let's have fun and celebrate these amazing young men. Is that all right? All right. Today is important because you all are accomplishing something that was our ancestors' wildest dreams. Something that your grandparents and even your parents may not have had the opportunity to do, but here you are paving your own path, charting your own legacy to greatness. And while others in your shoes made excuses, you executed excellence. So congratulations to you. For many, I like when y'all clap, that's all right. For many, signing day means that you excelled in the sport that you practice and put in the work on the field, develop the fundamentals, and work to ensure that your talents match your work ethic. But y'all deserve a signing day too. Can I keep it real? You studied in the late hours of the night. You stayed after to get tutored. You worked not just to understand the content, but comprehend how to make it applicable to your life. You may have shed some tears for not getting the grade on the test you wanted. You may have stressed over how you were going to survive the semester or the school year. You survived nasty school lunches and teachers you couldn't stand. Oh, can I keep it real?
Keep it real, Mike.
You survived maybe some breakups, or maybe y'all did the breakups. Y'all survived trying to build a TikTok. Y'all survived persevering through a generational technology change in the midst of global pandemics. You have worked hard too, so yes, you deserve a signing day as well. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. It's your signing day, which means you're committing somewhere. But I want to talk to you today about what's in the fine print. Ask your neighbor what's in the fine print.
What's in the fine print?
You know the stuff that we never read when we sign stuff and you're online and you click I agree, but you don't know what you're agreeing to? You gotta read the fine print. I'm no lawyer, except for when I'm arguing with my fiance. But I've learned over time that the small details matter most. So let's review what's in the fine print of these contracts you're about to sign. There are 4 C's in the fine print that I like to go over. The first thing in the fine print is to make good choices. Look at the person next to you and say, you gotta make better choices. Did you know that every day we make about 35,000 choices and decisions, from what time we get out of bed to what we're gonna wear, what we feel like doing today. But as you embark upon this new journey, the people in this room may not be there to hold your hand anymore. You are entering a space where you are accountable for your actions. You are responsible for the discipline you have or don't have. For you to be successful in this next chapter, a few choices you need to make are choosing the right circle. Tell me who your friends are and who you spend time with, and I'll know everything I need to know about you. I've seen people who are eagles constantly choose to be around chickens that never fly.
All right.
I've seen people who were cleared for takeoff but couldn't leave because they had too much baggage with them.
Yep.
See, everybody can't go, and the reality is some people don't want to go, and be okay with that. Love them where they are, and choose to continue doing what God has called you to do. Choices. Make the choice to show up every day. Fellas, you get 1 fake sick day a semester. Right? You get 1. You get 1 time to say you need a day for some rest. But other than that, you go to class. And when you get to the end of the semester, you have that 89% or that 90%, that teacher is going to remember that you showed up, participated, and did your best. The contract you sign today, the scholarship you receive is usually contingent upon you keeping a certain grade point average. Make the choice not to be average, but to be above average.
That's right.
So what does that mean, Michael? It means that there may be a party you want to go to on a Wednesday night, but you have better studied and did your work before you go out.
Yes.
And if you don't finish it, you cannot go. I believe in work hard, play hard, but you can't play if you don't do the work.
That's right.
Gentlemen, I want you to choose you every single day.
Everything.
Those 4 years go by quick, but if you make the right choices along the way, you'll have some more signing days in the future. See, after there'll be a signing day at the graduation when you're ready to sign a contract for you to begin your career, and we are excited for that day. So choices. So what's the first C? What's the first C? All right, y'all good? I gotta check on y'all. Y'all ate. All right. The second C in the fine print or the second and third C's in the fine print are embrace the changes and the challenges. I had a mentor tell me before, never get too high on your mountain because there's always another one to climb. You've accomplished climbing this mountain. You are graduating from high school. You are the man, Mr. Popular. You achieved some great feats, but now it's time to do it again. There's a new mountain waiting for you at the college of your choice. Some challenges that you may have never faced before. It'll be different. It may even be scary, but you can do it. One of the people in my circle, who is now one of the national directors for the Congressional Black Caucus, he told me when I graduated from undergrad, he said, Mike, he said, you were the king. He said, you were Mr. Kentucky State, you were SGA president, you ran the place, you were the shark in the water. But now you're going to bigger waters. He said, you'll know that it was real if you can duplicate it and do it better at the next place you go to.
All right.
Those words have always stuck with me because it challenges me not to only maintain a standard of excellence, but to embrace the changes and the challenges. To never get arrogant and know that there's always someone better than me, but that I can always do better. Do what you did in high school, take what worked, but be ready to pivot and make the necessary changes for the challenges so that you can once again conquer another mountain in your life. As you're making those changes, make sure you are placing yourself in an environment for growth. Staying in your room doesn't do you any good in college, fellas. It's about relationships, meeting not just students, but the faculty, the staff, the administration, the people in the community. Taking initiative not just to join various student organizations, but to lead them as well. The way to embrace the change is to be the change. The way to embrace the challenges is to challenge yourself. So it's not time for you to shy away from what you've been called to do. So we got choices, you embracing challenges and changes. Y'all still all right?
Yep.
All right. And the final C in the fine print, and this is the one that they don't want you to read. And I'm sorry because I was raised in the Baptist church. I'm not sorry, actually. The final C in it is to chase God. When people ask me what's the formula for success, I tell them I don't know. I say I just follow God and keep God first in everything that I do. See, when you keep God first, He'll do the rest. He's already chosen you, but you have to choose Him.
That's right.
I'm getting happy because I know that the family members and the parents who have prayed for you all and covered you all, who said, Lord, I don't know how.
Yes.
They want to knock you out. When
Yes.
They want to into this world, but they take you out.
Yes.
They covered you. Those prayers up. Put God first and see what happens in your life. There are going to be moments when you can't find your way, when you want to quit, when you feel lonely, when you feel like there's no hope, know that there is a God who is waiting for you to carry your burdens to Him. Let go and let God. Fellas, this doesn't mean that you treat God like a genie in a bottle.
Amen.
It means that faith without works is dead.
That's right.
So He'll open a door if you go find it. If you take one step, He'll make two more for you. When the rest of the world is doing what they do, you make sure you do what God has called you to do. Seek Him. Chase Him. Find comfort in Him. He will be your best friend when you feel like you have no friends. He will be your compass when you feel lost. He's had His hand on you this entire time, and He's not about to leave you now. It's time for you to build your own relationship with Him, though. So it's not going to be no more mama waking you up in the morning saying, let's go to First Baptist Bragtown. Right? You got to do it you got to do it yourself. You got to get up. Go find the church. Find and see what church has a shuttle that can pick you up. Pray when you wake up and before you go to sleep, and whatever you do, chase God. Denzel Washington said it best in one of his speeches. He said, I didn't always stick with God, but He always stuck with me.
Yes.
I got to get out of here. I want to be respectful of the time. But I want to encourage you on today that you've done well, but the job's not done. Kobe Bryant said the job's not done. He said, we in the playoffs. He said, we went up. We won another series, but we haven't won the finals yet. The job's not done. And look at your neighbor for the last time and tell them you got more work to do. There's still more to be done. There's still more growth to be had. There's still more signing days for you to have. There's still mountains for you to climb. So thank you, BMW, for the work that you've done. Thank you to those who are here today that supported them. You've all worked too hard to give up now. Parents have sacrificed too much. Your communities need you. Your families need you. The world needs you. We need you to step up and answer the call of leadership, not just for yourself, but those coming after you.
That's right.
I'm not here to tell you that it's always going to be sunshine and rainbows and butterflies. It's going to be some tough days. You're going to have some hills to climb. It'll be some sad days and some sleepless nights. But from coast to coast, you're going to have some haters, but you ain't got time for that. Tell them to see you later. People will ask you one day, how did you get to the top so fast? And I got a little testimony. They'll look at you. They'll look at your resume and say that you don't have enough experience. They'll say you're too young, but I want you to ask them, did they read the fine print?
All right.
They might look confused, but all you got to do is tell them that God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the call.
Yes.
Tell them to take a closer look at my skill set, Ty Brian. You say, I make good choices. That's why I'm in front of you right now. Christopher Lai, you embrace the challenges and the changes. Tell them I'm the change you've been looking for.
Yes.
I'm chasing after God's heart daily. I don't fear anything but God and my mama. So before you tell me no, God has already said yes.
That's right. That's right.
So the next time somebody asks you, how did you get here? How successful you are? What is it that got you to this point? You tell them just to read the fine print.
Yes.